Once upon a time, in a small, forgotten town, there was a legend whispered amongst the locals. They spoke of a chilling presence that lurked in the darkness, known as the Midnight Shadows. It was said that when night fell and the moon was high, the shadows would come alive, ready to haunt anyone unlucky enough to cross their path. One particular night, when the air was thick with an eerie silence, a young woman named Emily found herself alone in her creaky old house. The town's folklore had always intrigued her, but she considered it nothing more than stories to scare children. Little did she know that fate had a sinister plan in store for her. As midnight approached, the sound of footsteps echoed from the hallway, growing louder and closer. Shadows danced on the walls, twisting and contorting into menacing figures. Emily's heart raced as she searched for the source of the disturbance. In that moment, a cold, raspy voice whispered from the darkness, "Beware, Emily, for tonight is the night the midnight shadows claim their prey." Fear gripped her, but curiosity consumed her even more. She couldn't resist the temptation to confront whatever was causing this inexplicable terror. Armed with nothing but a flickering candle, Emily ventured into the unknown, determined to unravel the mystery once and for all. The house seemed alive as she walked through its dimly lit corridors. Whispers intensified, originating from every direction. The walls breathed with a chilling breeze, and the fragile candle in Emily's hand flickered ominously, threatening to extinguish at any moment. Each step became slower, every creak of the floor amplified, as if the house itself were warning her to turn back. Approaching the attic door, Emily hesitated, her heart pounding in her chest. With apprehension, she grasped the rusty knob and slowly turned it, revealing a staircase that ascended into an abyss of darkness. As the first step creaked beneath her foot, the door slammed shut behind her, sealing her fate. Unable to turn back, Emily braved the staircase, her mind filled with images of terrifying entities laid in wait. As she reached the top, the room was consumed by an unearthly glow. Shadows materialized around her, twisting and turning into monstrous forms. Panic gripped her as she watched them lunge towards her. But suddenly, amidst the chaos, a faint voice echoed through the room. It was a soft plea for release, trapped within the dark souls that now sought her demise. Emily's heart swelled with empathy, realizing that these shadows were once the inhabitants of the town, victims of a terrible curse that left them in this state of eternal torment. Overcoming her fear, she summoned all her courage and spoke words of peace and forgiveness. The spirits hesitated, their once baleful eyes filled with hope. With each phrase, the shadows grew fainter until they vanished completely, leaving behind only whispers of gratitude. The curse was broken, and their souls were finally free. As dawn bathed the town in warm light, Emily emerged from the attic with a newfound understanding of the midnight shadows. Legends held grains of truth, reminding us that even the darkest of figures yearned for redemption and release. From that day forward, the town's folklore transformed from tales of horror to tales of triumph, reminding all that compassion could conquer even the most terrifying midnight shadows.